The automatic doors hiss open. Cold air rushes in. A small figure stumbles through the entrance of St. Halstead's emergency department, and I freeze mid-step. He can't be older than 6, maybe 7. His clothes are torn at the shoulder. His hair is matted with something dark, dirt, or blood. I can't tell yet. He doesn't cry. That's what stops me first. Kids this age cry when they're hurt. They scream. They reach for someone. But this boy just stands there, chest heaving, eyes wide and glassy. His right hand is clenched tight around something, a piece of paper, crumpled, stained. The triage nurse, Carla, moves toward him, her voice soft and careful. "Hey, sweetheart, are you okay? Where are your parents?" No answer. He doesn't even blink. I step closer. My shift started 2 hours ago, and I've already seen a stroke, a broken femur, and a man who swallowed a bottle cap. But this feels different. There's something about the way he's breathing. Shallow, fast, like he's been running for miles. Carla kneels down in front of him. "Can you tell me your name?" Nothing. She glances up at me. I can see the question in her eyes. I nod. "I'll help." I crouch beside her, trying to make myself smaller, less intimidating. "Hey, buddy. I'm Dr. Reyes. You're safe now, okay? We just want to help you." His lips part. For a second, I think he's going to speak. But then his knees buckle. I catch him before he hits the ground. His body is light. Too light. His skin is cold, clammy. His pulse is racing under my fingertips. "Get me a gurney!" I call over my shoulder. "Now!" Carla's already moving. Another nurse rushes over with a wheelchair, but I shake my head. "Gurney! He's unstable!" The boy's eyes flutter. His hand is still clenched. I try to pry it open gently, but his fingers are locked tight. Whatever he's holding, he's not letting go. "It's okay," I whisper. "You can hold on to it. I won't take it." His breathing slows. Just a fraction. Like he heard me. The gurney arrives. I lift him onto it and we roll him toward the trauma bay. His vitals are all over the place. Heart rate, 140. Oxygen saturation, 92%. Temperature, 95.3. Hypothermic, dehydrated, possibly in shock. But there's no visible trauma, no broken bones, no bleeding. So why does he look like he's been through hell? I pull back his eyelids. Pupils are equal and reactive. Good. No sign of head trauma. But his lips are chapped. His skin is dry. He hasn't had water in a while. "Carla, start an IV, normal saline, and get me a blood sugar." She nods, already prepping the line. I look down at his hand again. The paper. It's small, folded. The edges are torn. There's a smudge of blue crayon on the corner. A drawing. I lean closer. My voice is low. Just for him. "Is this yours?" His eyes shift. Just barely. Toward me. "Did you draw this?" A single nod. Slow. Deliberate. "Can I see it?" He hesitates. Then, with trembling fingers, he opens his hand. The paper unfolds. It's wrinkled. Stained. But the image is clear. A house. Red roof. Blue door. Yellow windows. A stick figure standing outside. A woman. Long hair. Smiling. And in the corner, written in shaky letters, "Help." I stare at it. My stomach tightens. Carla leans over my shoulder. Her breath catches. "What does that mean?" she whispers. I don't know. But I do know one thing. This boy didn't just wander in here by accident. He came here for a reason, and whatever happened to him, it's not over yet. Setup. St. Halstead Hospital sits on the edge of a quiet suburb, surrounded by sprawling oak trees and a parking lot that's always half empty. It's not a trauma center, not a teaching hospital, just a mid-sized community facility that handles everything from births to heart attacks to the occasional overdose. I've been here for 3 months, 91 days to be exact. 91 days of double shifts, coffee that tastes like battery acid, and learning the hard way that medical school didn't prepare me for this. The attending physicians here don't coddle. Dr. Miriam Hale, my supervising physician, is a 47-year-old internist with silver-streaked hair and a stare that can diagnose you from across the room. She's brilliant, terrifying, and she has zero patience for hesitation. "Reyes," she says, appearing beside me as I finish securing the IV line in the boy's arm. "What do we have?" I glance up. Unknown male, approximately 6 years old. Found unresponsive at the entrance. No ID, no guardian, hypothermic, dehydrated, tachycardic, blood sugar pending. She nods, her eyes already scanning the boy's body. Trauma? None visible. Head injury? Negative. Pupils equal and reactive. GCS is 14. She leans in, lifting his shirt. His ribs are visible. Too visible. His abdomen is sunken. She presses gently on his liver. He flinches. Tender? She asks. I hadn't checked yet. I feel a flicker of frustration with myself. I'll note it. She straightens. Get a CBC, CMP, and a talk screen, and find out who he is. He's not talking. Then find another way. She walks off, her white coat swishing behind her. I watch her go, then turn back to the boy. He's staring at the ceiling now. His breathing has steadied. The IV is running. His color is improving, but he still hasn't said a word. Carla finishes labeling the blood samples. You think he ran away? Maybe. Or someone left him. The thought twists in my chest. I've seen it before. Parents who dump their kids at the ER because they can't afford care, or because they're scared, or because they just don't want them anymore. But this feels different. I look at the drawing again. The house, the woman, the word, help. Did you call the police? I ask. Already on their way. I nod. Good. They'll have resources, missing persons databases, Amber alerts. They'll figure out who he is. But until then, he's mine to protect. I pull up a stool and sit beside the gurney. Hey buddy, I know you're scared, but you're safe now, I promise. He doesn't look at me, but his hand shifts, just a little, toward mine. I take it. His fingers are small, cold, fragile. We're going to find out who you are, I say softly, and we're going to make sure you're okay. His eyes finally meet mine, and for the first time, I see something other than fear, hope. The emergency department hums around us. A woman in Bay 4 is sobbing. Someone's calling for more gauze. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead. But in this moment, it's just me and this boy. This child who walked into my life holding a picture and a plea. I check the monitor. His heart rate is coming down. 120 now. Still elevated, but better. The saline is flowing. His oxygen saturation is climbing. 95%. 96. Lindsay, the pediatric nurse, appears with warm blankets. She's in her late 50s with gentle hands and a voice that could calm a hurricane. Poor baby, she murmurs, tucking the blankets around him. You're going to be just fine, sweetheart. She looks at me. You want me to stay with him? Please, I need to check on the labs. I stand, reluctant to leave him. But there are protocols, procedures. I need to know what's happening inside his body before I can truly help him. I walk to the nurse's station. The computer screen glows blue in the dim light. I pull up his chart. John Doe, 6 years old estimated. No known allergies, no medical history, nothing. He's a ghost. The lab results start populating. Blood sugar, 62. Lower than I'd like, but not critical. We'll need to monitor it. Hemoglobin, 10.1. Definitely anemic. That explains the pallor, the fatigue, but it's the electrolytes that worry me. Sodium, 128. Potassium, 3.1. Both low. Significant dehydration. This kid hasn't had proper nutrition or hydration in days, maybe longer. I'm scrolling through the results when Dr. Hale reappears. She doesn't say anything, just looks at the screen over my shoulder. Malnourished, she says quietly. Yeah. How long? Hard to say, at least a week. Maybe more. She's silent for a moment. Then, the talk screen, still pending. Let me know when it comes back. She starts to walk away, then pauses. Reyes? Yes? You're doing good work. Keep it up. It's the closest thing to a compliment I've ever gotten from her. I nod, my throat tight. She disappears into another bay. I turn back to the screen. The talk screen results pop up. Negative. No drugs, no alcohol, no poisons. So whatever happened to him, it wasn't chemical. It was something else, something human. I print the labs and walk back to the boy's bedside. He's awake now, his eyes following Lindsay as she moves around the room. She's talking to him in soft tones, telling him about her grandson who loves dinosaurs. The boy doesn't respond, but he's listening. I sit down beside him again. Hey, your labs came back. You're a little dehydrated, but you're going to be okay. We're giving you fluids, and we're going to get you something to eat soon. Does that sound good? He nods. Just barely. Are you hungry? Another nod. What do you like to eat? He hesitates. Then, in a voice so quiet I have to lean in. Mac and cheese. My heart breaks and swells at the same time. Mac and cheese. Got it. I'll see what we can do. I look at Lindsay. She's already pulling out her phone. I'll call the cafeteria. I turn back to the boy. What's your favorite color? He looks at the drawing in his hand. Blue. Blue's a good color. My mom's favorite color is blue too. His eyes flicker with something. Interest? Recognition? I can't tell. Do you like to draw? I ask. A nod. You're really good at it. That's a great picture. He looks down at it. His fingers trace the outline of the woman, the mother. Is that your mom? I ask gently. His face crumples. His eyes fill with tears. I reach out, placing my hand on his shoulder. It's okay. You don't have to talk about it right now. But he does talk, in a broken whisper that cuts through me like glass. She's gone. The word hangs in the air. Gone. It could mean anything. Left. Missing. Dead. I don't know which, and I don't know if I should push. But before I can respond, the doors to the ER swing open. 2 police officers stride in. One is tall and broad-shouldered, with a crew cut and a weathered face. The other is a woman, mid-40s, with sharp eyes and a badge that glints under the lights. Detective Maria Ortiz. I've worked with her before. 3 weeks ago on a stabbing victim who wouldn't talk. She got him to talk. She has that way about her. Firm but kind. Direct but compassionate. She walks straight to me. Dr. Reyes, detective. Carla called me. Said you have a John Doe. 6 years old. No guardian. That's right. She glances at the boy. Her expression softens. Has he said anything? Just his name, Danny. And that his mom is gone. Gone how? I don't know. He won't elaborate. She nods slowly. Can I talk to him? Be gentle. Always am. She approaches the gurney, crouches down. Her voice drops to a softer register. Hi, Danny. My name is Detective Ortiz. I'm here to help you. Can you tell me what happened? Danny stares at her, silent. It's okay, she continues. You're not in trouble. I just need to know where you came from so we can find your family. His breathing quickens. His hands clench the blanket. Danny, she says gently. Where's your mom? His lip trembles. I don't know. When did you last see her? I don't know. Was it today? Yesterday? He shakes his head. I don't know. Ortiz glances at me. I can see the concern in her eyes. This kid is traumatized. Whatever happened, it's locked inside him, and he doesn't know how to let it out. She stands. I'm going to run his description through our system, see if anyone's reported a missing child. In the meantime, I need photos, documentation, everything. Already on it, I say. She nods. I'll be back. She walks out, her partner following. I turn back to Danny. He's shaking now, small tremors running through his body. Hey, I say softly. You're okay. You're safe. But I'm not sure he believes me, because somewhere in his mind he's still running. The cafeteria sends up a bowl of mac and cheese. It's institutional food, bland, overcooked, but Danny eats it like it's the best meal he's ever had. He shovels it into his mouth, his hands trembling, his eyes never leaving the bowl. Lindsay watches him with a sad smile. When's the last time you ate, baby? He doesn't answer, just keeps eating. I watch him, my mind racing. The malnourishment, the dehydration, the fear. This isn't a kid who got lost at the mall. This is a kid who's been living in survival mode. When he finishes, he sets the bowl down and looks at me. Thank you. 2 words, but they carry so much weight. You're welcome, I say. He lies back down, his eyes heavy. The food, the warmth, the safety, it's all catching up with him. Within minutes, he's asleep. I stand there for a moment, watching his chest rise and fall. Then I step out into the hallway and pull out my phone. I text my attending. Need to order a skeletal survey. Possible abuse. Dr. Hale responds immediately. Approved. I'll notify radiology. A skeletal survey. Full body x-rays to check for fractures. Old injuries. Evidence of abuse. I hate that it's necessary, but I know it is. 30 minutes later, we're wheeling Danny down to radiology. He's awake but groggy, his eyes half open. The radiologist, a kind woman named Dr. Patel, greets us with a warm smile. Hey there, sweetheart, she says. We're just going to take some pictures, okay? It won't hurt. You just have to stay very still. Danny nods. We position him on the table. The machine hums. I stand behind the protective barrier, watching through the glass as Dr. Patel works. She's efficient, gentle. She talks to Danny the whole time, keeping him calm. When it's over, we wheel him back to the ER. He's exhausted. He falls asleep again almost immediately. Dr. Patel pulls me aside. Her face is grim. I'll have the full report in an hour. But Noah, I saw at least 4 old fractures. Ribs, left ulna, right clavicle, maybe more. My jaw tightens. How old? Months, maybe a year. They're healed, but they were bad. I close my eyes, breathe. Thank you. She nods and walks away. I stand there in the hallway, my hands clenched into fists. 4 fractures. A 6-year-old kid with 4 healed fractures. Someone hurt him, repeatedly, and no one stopped it. I pull out my phone and call Detective Ortiz. Reyes, she answers. We have evidence of abuse, multiple old fractures, at least 4. There's a pause. Then, I'm on my way back. She hangs up. I slip the phone into my pocket and walk back to Danny's bedside. He's curled up under the blankets, his small body rising and falling with each breath. I sit down beside him, and I make a silent promise. I'm going to find out who did this to you, and I'm going to make sure they pay. Detective Ortiz returns within the hour. She's brought another officer with her, a younger man with a notebook and a serious expression. She pulls me aside, away from Danny's bedside. Tell me everything, she says. I walk her through it. The fractures, the malnourishment, the dehydration, the fear, the drawing. She listens without interrupting. When I'm done, she nods slowly. I ran his description through the system. No missing persons reports, no Amber Alerts, no one's looking for him. That doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense if no one knows he's missing, or if the person who had him doesn't want him found. The implication settles like a stone in my stomach. What about the drawing? I ask. The house. Can we trace it? She pulls out her phone and photographs the drawing. I'll send this to our analysts. See if they can match it to any addresses in the area. How long will that take? A few hours, maybe less if we get lucky. I nod. What about social services? Already called, they're sending someone over. Right on cue, a woman in her 50s appears in the doorway. She's wearing a professional blazer and carrying a leather portfolio. Her name tag reads, Gloria Mendez, Child Protective Services. She has the look of someone who's seen too much. Kind eyes, but a hard set to her mouth. Dr. Reyes? She says. That's me. I'm Gloria Mendez. I'm here about the boy. I shake her hand. He's sleeping right now. That's fine. I need to examine him anyway, and I need to speak with you and the detective. We step into a small conference room. Gloria sets her portfolio on the table and opens it. Inside are forms, checklists, legal documents. Tell me everything you know, she says. I go through it again. The timeline, the injuries, the drawing, the silence. Gloria takes notes, her pen moving quickly across the page. When I'm done, she looks up. Has he disclosed anything? Any names? Locations? Details about what happened? No, just that his mom is gone, and his name is Danny. Danny what? He didn't say. She frowns. And no one's reported him missing? No, Ortiz says, which tells me either his mother is incapacitated or worse, or whoever had custody of him is the one who hurt him. Gloria's expression darkens. I'll need to do a full examination. Check for additional injuries, bruising, burns, anything that might tell us more. I nod. He's all yours. We return to Danny's bedside. He's awake now, his eyes wide and wary. He sees Gloria and shrinks back against the pillow. Gloria moves slowly, carefully. Hi, Danny. My name is Gloria. I'm here to help you. I'm going to look at you for a minute, okay? I won't hurt you. I promise. He doesn't respond, but he doesn't pull away. She begins her examination, checking his arms, his legs, his back. She's gentle, methodical, and then she stops. Her hand hovers over his left shoulder blade. She leans in, her face tightening. Doctor, she says quietly, come here. I cross the room. She lifts Danny's shirt just enough for me to see, and there it is. A small circular mark, faint but unmistakable. The edges are discolored, healed but scarred. A cigarette burn. My stomach turns. How old? I ask. A few weeks, maybe a month. I look at Danny's face. He's staring at the ceiling, his expression blank, like he's not even here. Gloria lowers his shirt carefully. She turns to me and Ortiz, her voice low. I'm taking him into custody. Tonight. Where will he go? I ask. Emergency foster care. We have a placement ready. He'll be safe. And then? Then we figure out who he belongs to, and we make sure he never goes back to whoever did this. I nod. My throat is tight. Gloria gathers her things. I'll need copies of all medical records, x-rays, lab results, everything. I'll have them sent over, I say. She looks at Danny. Sweetheart, you're going to come with me for a little while. I'm going to take you somewhere safe, somewhere warm, with food and a bed. Does that sound okay? Danny doesn't respond, but he doesn't resist either. Gloria extends her hand. Slowly, Danny takes it, and just like that, he's leaving. I watch them walk toward the exit, Danny's small hand in Gloria's, his other hand still clutching the drawing. Before they reach the doors, he stops, turns back, looks at me. Thank you, he says. and then he's gone. I stand there for a long moment, staring at the empty space where he was. The gurney is still there, the blankets rumpled, the IV pole standing sentinel, but Danny is gone, and I feel like I failed him. Dr. Hale appears at my side. You did your job, did I? You stabilized him. You identified abuse. You called the right people. That's all you can do. I shake my head. It doesn't feel like enough. It never does. She pauses. But Reyes? You probably saved his life tonight. Don't forget that. She walks away. I stand there for another moment, then force myself to move. There are still patients waiting. A man with chest pain in room 3. A teenager with a sprained ankle in room 7. A woman having a panic attack in room 5. I treat them all, but my mind is elsewhere. On a boy named Danny, on a drawing of a house, on a mother who's gone, and on a promise I made to myself. I'm going to find out what happened, and I'm going to make sure he's okay. I can't sleep that night. I lie in my apartment, staring at the ceiling, replaying every moment. Danny's face, the drawing, the burn, the fractures. Someone did that to a child. Someone hurt him over and over, and he had no one to protect him, except his mother, the woman in the drawing, the woman he said was gone. Where is she? At 2 a.m, I give up on sleep. I grab my phone and text Detective Ortiz. Any update on the house? I don't expect a response. It's the middle of the night, but my phone buzzes almost immediately. Analysts identified a possible match. 32 Oak Street, East Side. Heading there tomorrow morning at 9. Want to come? I type back, yes, good. See you there. I set my phone down, close my eyes, but sleep doesn't come. At 8:30 the next morning, I'm standing outside 32 Oak Street. It's a narrow 2-story house with peeling paint and a sagging porch. The yard is overgrown with weeds. Dead leaves pile against the foundation. The windows are dark, covered with grime and dust, but the roof is red, faded, weathered, but red, and the door is blue. Detective Ortiz pulls up in an unmarked car. She steps out, her expression grim. Another officer is with her, the same young man from yesterday. This is it? I ask. According to the analyst, the layout matches the drawing. Red roof, blue door, and look. She points to the window on the second floor. It's yellow, or it was once. The paint is chipping, but I can see it. Yellow windows. This is the house from Danny's drawing. Landlord gave us permission to enter, Ortiz says. Let's see what we find. We walk up the creaking steps. Each board groans under our weight. Ortiz unlocks the door with a key the landlord provided. The door swings open with a long, mournful groan. The smell hits me first. Stale air, mildew, something sweet and rotten underneath, like garbage left too long in the sun. We step inside. The living room is small and cluttered. A sagging couch with springs poking through the cushions. A coffee table covered in dust and water rings. An old television with a cracked screen. Fast food wrappers scattered across the floor. Beer cans, cigarette butts. But there are signs of a child. A stuffed bear lying in the corner, one eye missing. A set of wooden blocks stacked haphazardly near the wall. A coloring book open on the floor, pages torn and wrinkled. Ortiz bends down and picks up the coloring book. She flips through it carefully, page after page of drawings, houses, stick figures, smiling suns, trees with round green tops, and the same house over and over. The one from Danny's drawing. This is it, she says quietly. This is where he lived. I look around the room. Try to imagine a child here, playing with blocks, coloring, watching that broken television, and I feel sick. We move through the house. The kitchen is filthy. Dishes piled in the sink, crusted with old food, mold growing in the corners. The refrigerator hums loudly, struggling. I open it. Inside is a half-gallon of spoiled milk, the container bloated and leaking. A moldy loaf of bread, a few condiment bottles, nothing else. No fresh food, no vegetables, no fruit. Nothing a child should be eating. The bathroom is worse. Mold creeping up the walls in dark, fuzzy patches. A cracked mirror. A bathtub with a rust-stained ring and peeling caulk. The toilet is stained. The floor is grimy. And then we reach the bedroom. Ortiz opens the door slowly. It creaks. Inside, there are 2 mattresses on the floor. No bed frames, no box springs, just mattresses lying directly on the stained carpet. One is large. A queen, maybe, covered with a dirty sheet and a thin comforter. The other is small, a twin, and it has a blanket covered in cartoon dinosaurs. Faded, worn, but I can still make out the shapes. T-Rexes, Triceratops, pterodactyls. A single pillow shaped like a rocket ship sits at the head of the mattress. This was Danny's bed. I crouch down beside it. The blanket smells musty. The pillow is flattened, but I can see the indentation where a small head would have rested. Ortiz is examining the walls. Noah, look at this. I stand and move beside her. The walls are covered in drawings, dozens of them, taped crookedly. Some are torn, some are faded, but they're all Danny's work. The same house, over and over. The red roof, the blue door, the yellow windows, the smiling woman with long hair. But some of the drawings are different. In some, there's a second figure, a tall man, dark, drawn in black crayon. No face, just a dark shape standing beside the house. And underneath one of them, written in shaky, uncertain letters, the bad man. My blood runs cold. Ortiz photographs each drawing carefully. Her jaw is tight. Who is he? She murmurs. I don't know. But Danny was afraid of him. She nods, pulls out her phone and makes a call. I need a forensic team at 32 Oak Street. Full sweep, fingerprints, DNA, everything. She hangs up and turns to me. Landlord said a woman and a kid lived here. Maria Delgado and her son. She stopped paying rent 3 weeks ago. Hasn't been seen since. 3 weeks. The same time the cigarette burn would have happened. The same time Danny stopped showing up anywhere. What about the boyfriend? The bad man? Landlord said she had a guy coming around. Didn't know his name. Said he was trouble. Loud. Aggressive. Neighbors complained about shouting. Fighting. He filed noise complaints twice. My hands clench into fists. Where is he now? We don't know, but we'll find him. I look around the room again. At the small mattress. At the rocket ship pillow. At the drawings taped to the wall with such care. At the life this child lived. She was protecting him, I say. What? Maria. She was protecting Danny from the bad man. That's why she told him to run. Ortiz nods slowly. You might be right. So where is she? Ortiz doesn't answer, but I can see it in her eyes. She thinks Maria is dead. And deep down, I think I know it too. The forensic team arrives within the hour. They're a small unit, 3 technicians in white coveralls carrying cases of equipment. They swarm the house, moving with practiced efficiency, taking photographs, dusting for prints, collecting samples. Ortiz and I step outside to give them space. The morning sun is climbing higher now, casting long shadows across the overgrown yard. There's a swing set in the back, rusty, broken. One of the swings hangs by a single chain. Danny used to play here, before everything fell apart. I lean against the porch railing, staring at that broken swing, imagining a little boy pumping his legs, reaching for the sky, laughing, before the bad man came. Ortiz lights a cigarette. She doesn't smoke often, but I can tell this case is getting to her. She takes a long drag, exhales slowly. You didn't have to come, she says. I needed to. Why? I think about it. Try to find the words. Because I'm the one who found him. I'm the one he trusted. And I need to know that he's going to be okay. That all of this, means something. She takes another drag. He's lucky you were there. I didn't do anything special. You did more than you think. We stand in silence for a while. A bird chirps somewhere in the trees. A car drives past on the street. Normal sounds. Ordinary life continuing around us. But inside that house, there's nothing ordinary. Just evidence of pain, of fear, of a child trying to survive. Ortiz's phone rings. She pulls it from her pocket, checks the screen. Yeah. She listens. Her expression sharpens, then darkens. Huh? Where? Okay, I'm on my way. She hangs up, looks at me, and I know before she says it, they found her. My heart stops. Where? County morgue. Body was discovered 3 days ago in a dumpster 2 miles from here. Female, 32 years old. Blunt force trauma to the head. She'd been there for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks. The timeline matches perfectly. Is it her? I ask, though I already know the answer. They're running dental records now, but based on the description from the landlord and the missing person report that was filed yesterday by Maria's sister, yeah, it's her. Maria Delgado, Danny's mother. The woman in the drawing. She didn't leave him. She didn't abandon him. She died trying to protect him. What happened to her? I ask, my voice hoarse. We don't know yet, but the medical examiner found evidence of a struggle. Defensive wounds on her hands and forearms. She fought back hard. Against the bad man. Most likely. We're pulling phone records, bank statements, trying to identify the boyfriend. How long will that take? Not long. People like this usually have records. I close my eyes, take a deep breath. Does Danny know? Not yet. Gloria's going to tell him today. She's trained for this kind of thing. I nod, but inside, I'm screaming. This kid has already lost everything. His home, his safety, his sense of security, and now he's going to lose the one person who loved him most. Who's going to tell him? I ask again, needing to hear it. Gloria. She'll do it gently, with a counselor present. They know how to handle childhood grief. Childhood grief. Such clinical words for something so devastating. Ortiz drops her cigarette and grinds it under her heel. Come on, let's head back. I need to coordinate with the ME's office. I follow her to the car. We drive in silence, the streets passing by in a blur. When we reach the station, Ortiz turns to me. Thank you for coming. I know it wasn't easy. Keep me updated? I ask. I will. I nod and step out of the car, watch her drive away. Then I get in my own car and just sit there, hands on the steering wheel, staring straight ahead. Maria Delgado died protecting her son. She told him to run, to find help, to survive, and he did. But at what cost? The next few days pass in a blur. I go through the motions at the hospital, treating patients, writing orders, making rounds, but my mind is always somewhere else, on Danny, on Maria, on that house with the red roof and blue door. On the third day, I'm in the middle of examining an elderly man with pneumonia when my phone buzzes, a text from Gloria. Told Danny about his mother today. He didn't react well. Thought you should know. My chest tightens. I excuse myself from the room and step into the hallway to call her. Gloria, it's Noah Reyes. Dr. Reyes, thank you for calling. How is he? She sighs. Not good. When we told him, he just shut down. Stopped talking completely. Won't eat. Won't engage with the foster family. He just sits in his room and draws the same picture over and over. The house, the woman, his mother. Can I see him? I ask. There's a pause. I don't usually allow that. Former treating physicians visiting CPS cases can complicate things. But he did ask about you. He did? Yeah, yesterday. He asked if the doctor was coming back, if you knew about his mom. My throat tightens. When can I come? Tomorrow afternoon? I can arrange a supervised visit at the foster home. I'll be there. Text me the address. Thank you, Dr. Reyes. I think it might help him to see a familiar face. We hang up. I stand there in the hallway, leaning against the wall. He asked about me. This child I met for just a few hours. This boy I treated and released. He remembered me. He asked for me, and I'm going to be there for him. The next afternoon, I'm standing outside a modest house in a quiet neighborhood. It's a split-level home with a well-maintained lawn, children's toys scattered in the yard, a basketball hoop over the garage, wind chimes hanging from the porch. It looks like a home, a real home. Gloria meets me at the door. Thank you for coming. Of course. He's in his room. The foster parents, Mike and Sarah Chen, are wonderful people. They've been fostering for 10 years. But Danny won't talk to them, won't even look at them. She leads me inside. The house is warm, clean. There are family photos on the walls, a dog sleeping on the couch, the smell of something baking in the kitchen. It's everything a home should be. We walk down a hallway. Gloria knocks softly on a door. Danny, you have a visitor. She opens the door, and there he is, sitting on the floor, surrounded by dozens of drawings. The same house, the same woman. Over and over and over. He's wearing clean clothes now. His hair is washed. He looks healthier. But his eyes are empty. He looks up, sees me, and for the first time in days, according to Gloria, his expression changes. Dr. Reyes, he whispers. I step inside, crouch down beside him. Hey, Danny. He stares at me for a long moment. Then he throws his arms around me. I freeze. Then I wrap my arms around him. He's so small, so fragile. His body shakes with silent sobs. I'm so sorry, I whisper. I'm so sorry. He doesn't cry out loud, doesn't make a sound, but I can feel his tears soaking into my shirt. We stay like that for a long time. Gloria quietly steps out, giving us space. When Danny finally pulls away, he looks at me with those big, sad eyes. She told me to run, he says. I know. She said don't stop, don't look back, find help. You did exactly what she told you. You were so brave. He looks down at the drawings. I can't remember her face anymore. My heart breaks. What do you mean? When I close my eyes, I can't see her. I can only see the picture I drew. But that's not really her. It's just lines. I pick up one of the drawings. The woman with long hair, smiling. Tell me about her. What was she like? He thinks for a moment. She smelled like flowers, and she sang to me. Every night before bed. What did she sing? Old songs. In Spanish. I don't remember the words. But I remember the way they sounded. What else? She made pancakes on Sundays, with chocolate chips, and she always gave me the first one. She sounds wonderful. She was. His voice cracks. She was my best friend. I reach out and squeeze his shoulder. Danny, your mom loved you so much. More than anything in the world, and she made sure you were safe, even when she couldn't be there anymore. But she's not coming back. No, she's not. Ever? Nobody. Never. He nods slowly. Processing. Gloria said the bad man hurt her. I hesitate. How much should I tell him? How much can a 6-year-old understand? Yes, I say carefully. The bad man hurt her very badly, and she didn't survive. Is he going to come hurt me too? No, absolutely not. The police are looking for him, and you're safe here. Mike and Sarah won't let anything happen to you. But what if he finds me? He won't. I promise. He looks at me, searching my face. How do you know? Because there are a lot of people protecting you now. The police, Gloria, Mike and Sarah, and me. We're all making sure you're safe. He thinks about this. Then, will you come back? If they let me, yes. Promise? I promise. He picks up a crayon. Blue. Starts drawing again. The same house. But this time, he adds something new. A small figure standing next to the woman. A boy. That's you, I say. Yeah, me and my mom. Before the bad man. Before everything fell apart. It's a beautiful picture, I say. He doesn't respond. Just keeps drawing. I sit with him for another hour. We don't talk much, but I'm there. Present. And I think that's what he needs. When I finally leave, he walks me to the door. Dr. Reyes. Yeah? Thank you for helping me that night. You're welcome, Danny. And for coming today. I'll come again, I promise. He nods. Then he goes back to his room, back to his drawings. I walk to my car, sit behind the wheel, and I let myself cry. For Danny, for Maria, for everything that was lost, and for everything that still remains. A week passes, then 2. I visit Danny 3 more times. Each visit he talks a little more, opens up a little more. He tells me about his mother, about their life before Victor, the bad man, came into the picture. They used to live in a different house, a nicer one. Maria worked as a housekeeper at a hotel. She didn't make much, but it was enough. They were happy. Then she met Victor at the hotel. He was charming at first, friendly. He fixed things around their apartment, brought groceries, played with Danny. But then he moved in, and everything changed. He drank, he yelled, he broke things, and eventually, he started breaking people too. First Maria, then Danny. Maria tried to leave 3 times, Danny says, but Victor always found them, always brought them back, until the last time. The night she died, Victor came home drunk and angry. He accused Maria of stealing money from him. She denied it. They fought. Danny hid in the closet like Maria had taught him. He heard the yelling, the crashing, his mother screaming, and then silence. When he finally came out, Victor was gone, and Maria was on the floor, bleeding from her head. She was still conscious, barely. She looked at Danny, pressed the drawing into his hand, the one she'd helped him make weeks earlier, just in case. Run, she whispered. Find the hospital. Tell them you need help. Don't come back. And then she closed her eyes. Danny didn't know she was dying. He thought she was just resting. So he ran, like she told him. He ran for miles, through neighborhoods he didn't recognize, past cars and people who didn't see him, until he saw the lights of St. Halstead Hospital. And he walked through those doors. When Danny finishes telling me this, we're sitting on the floor of his room. The foster parents have given us space. It's just us. You did everything right, I tell him. Everything your mom told you to do, you were so brave. I should have stayed with her. No, if you had stayed, you might have been hurt too. Your mom wanted you safe, and you are. But she's gone. I know, and that's not fair. It's not fair at all. He wipes his eyes. Will I ever stop missing her? I think about my own losses. My abuela, who raised me when my parents were working 3 jobs, who died when I was 12, who I still miss every single day. No, I say honestly. You won't, but it will get easier. Not better, but easier. He nods, accepts this. Dr. Reyes? Yeah? Do you think she's proud of me? My throat tightens. I know she is. She saved your life, Danny. And you honored that by surviving. By being here. By being strong enough to tell your story. He looks at the drawings scattered around us. All those houses. All those mothers. I don't want to forget her. You won't. I promise. How do you know? I tap his chest. Over his heart. Because she's right here. Always. He places his small hand over mine. Nods. And for the first time since I met him, he smiles. Not a big smile. Not a happy one. But a smile nonetheless. A beginning. 2 days later, I'm back at the hospital. My shift is winding down when Carla, the triage nurse, approaches me at the nurse's station. She has a strange look on her face. Uncertain. Hopeful. Noah, can I talk to you for a minute? Of course. What's up? She glances around, making sure we have some privacy. It's about the boy, Danny. My attention sharpens. What about him? I've been thinking about him. A lot. And I mentioned him to my sister, Elena. I wait. Where is this going? Elena's a foster parent, Carla continues. Has been for 7 years. She's amazing with kids, especially kids who've been through trauma. Okay, she heard about Danny's story, and she wants to meet him. Maybe see if she could take him in. My heart skips. Really? Yeah, I know he's already placed with the Chens and they're good people. But Elena has experience with this, with kids who've been abused, who've lost parents. She runs a support group for foster kids, helps them process their grief. I think about Danny, about the Chens. They're kind, patient, but Danny hasn't bonded with them. Not really. He's polite, cooperative, but distant. Has she talked to Gloria? Not yet. I wanted to talk to you first. See what you thought. You know Danny better than anyone. I think about it. Elena is Carla's sister, which means if Danny went to live with her, I'd still have a connection, a way to stay involved, to make sure he's okay. But more importantly, if Elena has the skills to help Danny heal, really heal, then that's what matters. Set up a meeting, I say, with Gloria, with Elena, with the Chens if they're willing. Let's see what's best for Danny. Carla's face lights up. Thank you. I really think this could be good for him. So do I. A week later, we're all sitting in Gloria's office. Me, Carla, Elena, the Chens, and Gloria herself, presiding over the meeting like a judge. Elena is younger than I expected. Maybe early 30s. She has warm brown eyes and an easy smile. But there's something solid about her. Grounded. I want to be clear, she says. I'm not trying to take Danny away from anyone. The Chens have done a wonderful job, but I specialize in trauma cases. Kids who've experienced loss and abuse. I have training in play therapy, grief counseling, and attachment disorders. Mike Chen nods. We appreciate that. And honestly, we've been struggling. Danny's a sweet kid, but he won't talk to us. Won't let us in. We're worried we're not equipped to help him. Sarah adds, we want what's best for Danny. If that means transitioning him to someone with more experience, we're okay with that. Gloria makes notes. Danny would need to be part of this conversation. He's old enough to have a say. Absolutely, Elena agrees. I'd like to meet him first. Spend some time with him. See if we connect. No pressure, no commitments, just see. Gloria nods. I can arrange that. Dr. Reyes, you've been visiting Danny regularly. How do you think he'd respond? All eyes turn to me. I choose my words carefully. Danny trusts very few people, but he remembers kindness. He responds to consistency. If Elena approaches him the right way, gently, patiently, I think he'll give her a chance. Elena smiles. That's all I'm asking for. A chance. 3 days later, I'm at the Chen's house when Elena arrives for her first visit with Danny. Carla is with her for moral support. Danny is in the living room coloring. When he sees me, he perks up. Dr. Reyes! Hey, buddy. I brought someone to meet you. This is Elena. She's Carla's sister. Danny looks at Carla. Recognition flickers in his eyes. She was there that first night. She was kind to him. Hi, Danny, Elena says softly. It's nice to meet you. Danny doesn't respond, just stares at her. Elena doesn't push. She sits down on the floor, a respectful distance away. I heard you like to draw. Danny nods. Can I see what you're working on? He hesitates. Then he slides the paper toward her. It's a new drawing. Not the house this time. It's a tree. A big oak tree with sprawling branches. And underneath it, a small figure sitting. This is beautiful, Elena says. Is that you under the tree? Yeah. What are you doing? Thinking. What are you thinking about? He shrugs. Lots of things. Elena nods. I think under trees too. There's something peaceful about them, isn't there? For the first time, Danny looks at her. Really looks at her. Yeah, there is. They sit in silence for a while. Not uncomfortable, just quiet. Then Danny asks, "Are you going to be my new foster mom?" Elena blinks, surprised by his directness. "I don't know yet. Would you want me to be?" He thinks about it. "I don't know either." "That's fair. How about we spend some time together first? Get to know each other, and then we can decide." "Okay." Elena smiles. "Okay." They spend the next hour drawing together. Elena doesn't ask invasive questions, doesn't push for information. She just exists beside him, present, patient. And slowly, Danny starts to relax. When it's time for Elena to leave, Danny walks her to the door. "Will you come back?" he asks. "If you want me to." He thinks about it, then nods. "Okay." As Elena and Carla walk to the car, Carla turns to her sister. "So, what do you think?" Elena smiles. "I think he's going to be just fine." 3 weeks after Danny first walked into St. Halstead Hospital, Detective Ortiz calls me. "We got him." I'm in the middle of my shift, reviewing charts. I step into the hallway. "Who?" "Victor Ramos. Maria's boyfriend, the bad man." My pulse spikes. "Where was he?" "Hiding out in a motel in Nevada, 3 states over. He was using a fake name, paying cash. But he got drunk and got into a fight at a bar. Local police ran his prints, matched him to our bolo." "Is he talking?" "Not yet. Lawyered up immediately. But we don't need him to talk. We have enough evidence to bury him." "Like what?" "Fingerprints at the scene. DNA on Maria's body. Her blood in his car, which we found abandoned 2 blocks from the house. Witness statements from neighbors who heard the fight that night. And security footage from a gas station showing him dumping something in a dumpster around the time Maria's body was found." "What was he dumping?" "His clothes. Covered in her blood." My stomach turns. What's he being charged with? Murder 1. The DA is going for the max. Life without parole. Good. There's more. We also found evidence of child abuse. Photographs on his phone, text messages bragging about disciplining Danny. We're adding charges for that too. I close my eyes, take a breath. Does Danny know? Not yet, but Gloria's going to tell him today. Thought you might want to be there. What time? 3 o'clock at Elena's place. He's been staying there for the past week. Elena's? Yeah. The transition went smoothly. He seems to be adjusting well. I glance at my watch. It's 1:30. I'll be there. At 3 o'clock, I'm sitting in Elena's living room. It's a cozy space. Bookshelves line the walls. Soft lighting, comfortable furniture, a fireplace. It feels safe. Gloria is there. So is Elena. And Danny. He's sitting on the couch between Elena and me, looking small and uncertain. Gloria takes a breath. "Danny, I have some news. The police found the man who hurt your mother." His eyes widen. "The bad man?" "Yes. His name is Victor, and he's been arrested. He can't hurt you." "He can't hurt anyone anymore." Danny processes this. "Is he going to jail?" "Yes. For a very long time." "Forever?" "Probably. Yes." Danny looks down at his hands. "Good." We all sit in silence for a moment. Then Danny looks at me. "Will I have to see him?" "No," I say. "You don't have to see him. You don't have to talk to him. You don't have to do anything. But what if he gets out?" "He won't," Gloria says firmly. "The evidence against him is very strong. He's going to be in prison for the rest of his life." Danny nods slowly. "Okay." Elena reaches over and squeezes his hand. "You're safe now, sweetheart. We're going to make sure of it." Danny looks at her. Really looks at her. And I see something I haven't seen before. Complete trust. "Thank you," he whispers. And Elena pulls him into a hug. I watch them, and I realize something. This is where Danny belongs. 6 months pass. Victor Ramos's trial begins on a cold January morning. I'm not required to testify. My involvement was purely medical, but Ortiz invites me to sit in the gallery. "You started this," she says. "You should see it through." So I go. The courtroom is packed. Reporters, victim advocates, Maria's family, her sister, her elderly mother, her cousins, and in the back row, sitting quietly, Elena and Carla. Danny doesn't attend. He's too young. And Gloria agreed it would be traumatic, but he knows what's happening. Elena has been preparing him, explaining the process in age-appropriate terms. Victor Ramos sits at the defense table. He's thinner than I imagined, hollow-eyed, defeated. But when the prosecution presents evidence, photographs of Maria's body, Danny's medical records, the cigarette burn, the fractured bones, Victor shows no emotion, no remorse, no guilt, nothing. The trial lasts 3 days. The evidence is overwhelming. The defense has nothing. On the 3rd day, The jury deliberates for less than 2 hours. Guilty on all counts: murder in the first degree, child abuse, assault. The judge sentences him to life without the possibility of parole. Maria's mother weeps in the front row. Her sister holds her, and I sit there, feeling a strange mixture of relief and emptiness. Justice was served, but Maria is still gone. Danny still lost his mother, and no verdict can change that. Outside the courthouse, I find Elena and Carla. "How is he?" I ask. "He's okay," Elena says. "We made cookies this morning. He wanted to do something normal today." I smile. "That sounds perfect." Carla hugs me. "Thank you, Noah, for everything." "I didn't do anything. You saved his life," Elena says quietly. "And you gave him hope. That's everything." The weeks turn into months. Winter gives way to early spring, and slowly, carefully, Danny begins to heal. He starts talking to Elena, calls her by her first name at first, then tentatively tries Miss Elena. She doesn't push. She lets him move at his own pace. He starts school, 2nd grade at the local elementary. He's behind academically. Too many missed days, too much trauma. But he's smart. He catches up quickly. He makes a friend, a boy named Lucas who sits next to him at lunch and shares his cookies. He joins the school's art club, draws pictures of things other than houses now, trees, animals, spaceships, soccer fields. But he still draws his mother sometimes, still tapes those pictures to his bedroom wall. Elena doesn't take them down. She understands. I visit once a month, sometimes more. Elena welcomes it, says it's good for Danny to have continuity, someone who knew him before. During one visit, Danny shows me a new drawing. It's different from the others. There's a house, but this one is different. 1 story, a big porch, flower boxes in the windows, and there are 2 stick figures standing outside. 1 tall, 1 small. "That's Miss Elena," he says, pointing to the tall one. "And that's me. It's beautiful," I say. "It's my new home." My throat tightens. "You have a new home, but you'll always have your first family too. Your mom will always be part of you." He nods. "I know." Miss Elena says the same thing. She's right. He picks up another drawing. This one shows a woman with long hair, smiling, an angel's halo drawn above her head in yellow crayon. "That's my real mom," he says. "She's in heaven now, watching me." I think you're right. Do you think she's happy? That I have a new family? I think about Maria, about her sacrifice, about her final words to her son: "Run, find help." She didn't just want him to survive, she wanted him to live. I think, I say carefully, that your mom would be so proud of you, and so happy that you found people who love you and take care of you. He smiles. I think so too. 8 months after Danny first walked into St. Halstead Hospital, I receive a call from Elena. "Noah, I have news. I'm officially adopting Danny. The hearing is in 2 weeks." My heart swells. "That's incredible." "It is, and we want you there, if you're available." "I'll make myself available." "Good. Danny will be happy to see you. He talks about you all the time, calls you my doctor." I have to clear my throat. "I'll be there, I promise." 2 weeks later, I'm sitting in a courtroom. It's smaller than the one where Victor was sentenced, more intimate, warmer. Danny sits at a table with Elena. He's wearing a button-up shirt and khakis. His hair is neatly combed. He looks healthy, happy, so different from the terrified, silent boy I met 8 months ago. The judge, a woman in her 60s with kind eyes, reviews the case. She asks questions of Elena, questions of Gloria, and then she asks Danny, "Daniel, do you understand what's happening today?" He nods. "Yes, Your Honor." "Can you tell me in your own words?" He takes a breath. "Miss Elena wants to adopt me. She wants to be my forever mom. And how do you feel about that?" He looks at Elena. "I feel happy. She's really nice to me. She makes me feel safe, and she helps me remember my real mom." The judge smiles warmly. "That's beautiful, Daniel. And you understand that this means Elena will be your legal mother? That you'll be part of her family forever?" "Yes." "And that's what you want?" "Yes, Your Honor." The judge picks up her gavel. "Then it is my honor to grant this petition for adoption. Daniel Delgado Ramirez, welcome to your forever family." She bangs the gavel. The courtroom erupts in applause. Danny turns to Elena. She pulls him into a hug. Both of them are crying. Carla is crying. Gloria is crying. I'm crying. After the hearing, Danny runs over to me. "Dr. Reyes, you came." "Of course I did. I wouldn't miss this for anything. I have a new last name now, Delgado Ramirez. I get to keep my mom's name and have my new mom's name too. That's perfect." Elena walks over. She extends her hand, but I pull her into a hug instead. "Thank you," she whispers, "for saving him." "You're the one saving him," I say. "Every single day." Danny tugs on my sleeve. "Will you still come visit me?" "Always, if your mom says it's okay." "It's more than okay," Elena says. "You're family now." Danny grins. "Yeah, your family." We all walk out of the courthouse together, into the spring sunshine, and for the first time in months, everything feels right. A year passes, then 2. I continue my residency at St. Halstead. The long hours, the difficult cases, the constant learning. But I'm different now. More careful, more compassionate, more aware of what lies beneath the surface. Every patient has a story. Every symptom has a context. And sometimes the most important thing I can do is listen. I visit Danny regularly, watch him grow, thrive. He's 9 now, tall for his age. His drawings have evolved. He's taking advanced art classes, talking about becoming an illustrator someday. He still misses his mother, probably always will. But he talks about her with love now, not just pain. He calls Elena mom without hesitation. He has friends, plays soccer, gets good grades, volunteers at the animal shelter with Elena on weekends. He's a normal kid, with a normal life, except he's not normal. He's extraordinary. He survived, he endured, he healed, and he taught me what it means to be a doctor, not just to treat the body, but to see the person, to listen, to care, to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. One evening, I'm at Elena's house for dinner. It's become a tradition. Once a month, I join them for a meal. Carla comes too sometimes. Elena makes enchiladas. Danny sets the table. We tell terrible jokes that make everyone groan. It feels like family. After dinner, Danny pulls me aside. "Dr. Reyes, I made you something." He hands me a drawing. It's a hospital, St. Halstead. The automatic doors are open, and inside there's a figure in a white coat, a stethoscope around his neck, and next to him, a small boy, holding his hand. At the bottom, in Danny's neat handwriting, "The day Dr. Reyes saved my life." My throat tightens. "Danny, I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. I just wanted you to have it, to remember. I'll never forget." He smiles. Me neither. I look at the drawing, at the 2 figures, at the open doors, and I think about that night. The night a small boy stumbled into my ER, clutching a drawing, asking for help. I didn't know then that he would change my life, that he would teach me what it means to truly heal. Not just broken bones or failing organs, but broken hearts, shattered lives, wounded souls. Danny came to me as a patient, but he left as something more, a reminder, a purpose, a reason. Medicine isn't just science. It's not just procedures and protocols. It's humanity. It's seeing a person in their darkest moment and choosing to be their light. That night, Danny walked through the automatic doors of St. Halstead Hospital, a nameless boy with a picture and a plea, and together, we found our way to hope. Sometimes, the most important diagnosis isn't written in a chart. It's written in the eyes of a child who's lost everything, but finds the courage to trust again. In the sacrifice of a mother who gave her last breath to save her son. In the commitment of strangers who become family. And in the promise that no matter how dark the night, there's always a door that leads to light. All you have to do is walk through it.